Hello fellow IB students! Welcome back to Clastify Tutorials, your top-notch IB coursework platform. Today's episode is a real treasure for all IB diploma candidates as we precisely broke down the extended essay EE criteria. Whether you're just starting or looking to refine your essay, understanding these criteria is pivotal for nailing each. The criteria I'll present are the general official IB EE criteria, but on our website we have much more detailed mark schemes for each subject. Make sure to check them out by visiting clastify.com. And if you find today's content helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insights. Now let's move on to the video to maximize your EE score. The extended essay is your opportunity to demonstrate research, analytical, and presentation skills across 5 critical criteria, with a total of 34 possible points. These criteria are: Criterion A, Focus and Method, 6 marks; Criterion B, Knowledge and Understanding, 6 marks; Criterion C, Critical Thinking, 12 marks; Criterion D, Presentation, 4 marks; and Criterion E, Engagement, 6 marks. And let's take a closer look at every one of them. This criterion evaluates the clarity of your research question and the propriety of the methodological approach. It's about laying a solid foundation for your inquiry. Define your question. Ensure it's specific, researchable within the word limit, and relevant to the subject. Methodology. Justify the methods you've chosen. Discuss why they are suitable for addressing your research question and how they will be applied. Stay on track. Frequently refer back to your research question to maintain focus. Start with a broad subject area, then narrow it down to a concise question. Include a brief overview of the types of sources you'll use and why they're relevant. This criterion looks at how well you understand the subject area of your research and your ability to contextualize your question within it. Showcase subject insight. Link your research question directly to the chosen subject using appropriate terminology and concepts. Source diversity. Utilize a variety of sources to demonstrate wide-ranging knowledge and avoid over-reliance on one type of source. Engage deeply with your subject's literature to show thorough understanding. Critically evaluate your sources for relevance and reliability. The heart of your EE. This criterion assesses your ability to analyze, synthesize, and evaluate your research findings. Link data to your question. Ensure your research data directly contributes to answering your research question. Critical evaluation. Discuss the strengths and limitations of your methods, the accuracy of your sources, and any unexpected findings. Develop a coherent argument that ties all your findings back to the research question. Reflect on how different methodological choices could have influenced your outcomes. This criterion focuses on the formal presentation of your essay, assessing how your organization and style contribute to clear, coherent communication. Follow EE guidelines. Adhere to the formatting requirements, like font size, line spacing, and page numbering. Organize effectively. Structure your essay logically with a clear introduction, body, and conclusion. Use subheadings to enhance readability and flow. Ensure all visuals, like tables and figures, are precisely labeled and referenced in the text. Here, your passion for the research topic and the process itself is evaluated, primarily through your reflections in the RPPF. Reflect deeply. Share insights into your intellectual journey, the challenges faced, and how they were overcome. Demonstrate passion. Highlight how your interest in the topic guided your research and learning process. Be honest and personal in your reflections, showing genuine engagement and enthusiasm. Link reflections to specific parts of your research process for clarity. And there you have it, EE criteria broken down in detail. Mastering these criteria is your key to getting that top score in your extended essay. Remember, Clastify.com is your ally in this adventure, offering examples and reviews to guide your path. If today's video has enlightened your EE journey, show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Your success story starts here, and we're excited to be a part of it. Until next time, we wish you luck!